Diesel, and I'm here to share with uh, my new freezer for my solar system. If you don't follow my channel, I live totally off grid, and basically, and little by little, every time I do something new, I like to share it online to let people know that it can be done. So, my latest acquisition was a chest freezer, a 5 cubic foot chest freezer, and which I am running. Okay, hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to flip all right, the image here so you guys can see it. Okay, so this is the chest freezer that I got yesterday. It is a Frigidaire. Okay, it's running off of, if you can see the extension cord, and it is running off my off-grid system. I have the 1,000 inverter there. Now, I was actually, before the freezer arrived, I was running this fridge, which is a hair fridge brand. So I took all the stuff out of here, and so this fridge, I mean, it works really good. But the freezer is really small, so I was kind of limited, when buying, when buying stuff. Hold on. All right, there it is. I was wiping my lens. But anyway, this is the freezer. I started it on last night, like around 4 o'clock, and when I woke up this morning, it had taken down my batteries to about 12.0, which is which is actually right now it's at 12.7, which is a full battery, but it was at 12.0 under a load. So that means that the batteries were actually like at a 68%. So it's not bad. This freezer, even though it's a lot bigger than my fridge, it draws the same amount of power. So I opened it up from last night. I put a couple of things in there. I'm gonna go grocery shopping today to fill it up. But it's really cold. Everything got really solid. I had bought some meats last night, and yeah, it's been on, it's running really, really nicely. You know, this is totally off grid. I have a about 2,000. My main system. Let me give you this perspective. This main system here has approximately, I would say a third. Right here, I got 7 batteries in parallel. That's charged by, maybe, I think it's a 1,300 or 1,400 solar system. This one right here, this is just a separate battery with this inverter. That just has a little 100-watt solar panel on the roof. And, basically, overall, I have about maybe 2 kilowatts of power on the roof, but not totally going into one system. This is the other system that I have. It's in my bedroom. All right, I got two of these 8D batteries. I have them in parallel, and basically, I have it with this inverter. I'm only gonna be using this for like fans and stuff, so this is fairly new. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to use that for anything, for any of the freezers or whatnot. I'm just like organizing everything, but I have enough power to run everything comfortably. Um, so let me turn this fan. And I was actually trying to do everything last night because there's a storm coming to Puerto Rico, and wanted to hit the supermarkets, early. What can I say? This is the first. Last night it was the first night, that I put the freezer on. I woke up this morning. Freezer was fine. The voltage of the battery was at 12.0, which is technically, see, they say you shouldn't use your batteries more than 50%, but that is measured upon battery resting voltage. So if the batteries under a load was at 12.0 after 14 hours, means that if I turn the inverter off, that battery is going to shoot up to at least 12.3, which is about 75%. So really, this chest freezer, if you really do the calculations, is only using about 25% of my battery capacity, which is really good, you know. Just like my other little fridge. What can I say? It's amazing to have an entire freezer running on solar. It's just like something that, even though I've been on solar for a while, it's kind of hard to get used to seeing everything frozen because of the sun. But it can be done, guys. I've been living off grid for a while. All of my lights in my house, everything. I run TV. I run my recording studio. Um, right now, I'm running that chest freezer. I'm running my Wi-Fi. I'm running that fan right there in the background. You know, I mean, I'm running absolutely everything. You know, um, what can I say? I'm assessing the situation here. Um, the little black fridge, though, um, I kind of had it off last night, and then I woke up in the middle of the night, and I connected it to this inverter, and that single battery right there. And when I woke up in the morning, it was on, but the battery was already at 11.8, which is that is that is 50%. So I don't like that setup for the little black refrigerator. So I might do something about it. I may just opt to run the little black refrigerator, the one that was in there, run it off of my room system. Either that or get a battery and just run it off of this one. But you know, some with the 8D batteries. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Because I'm talking about 8D. People don't know what I'm talking about. All right, 8D batteries. 8D batteries. All right. Now, so yeah, right now I'm just using these two for a fan. So it's kind of overkill for a fan. The reason why, though, I'm using this overkill for a fan, let me tell you. Here in Puerto Rico is extremely hot, and the fan that I got, for all night is basically a turbo fan. So they do pull, like 100 watts, maybe a little more, you know. And since I have a family member, my brother, he may be coming down. So I said, you know what? I know one battery is more than enough to run my fan all night, but two of them would run a fan for him as well. So, in the meanwhile, I'm kind of overkill. This system alone has allocated 480 watts of solar. So I have four solar panels on these two batteries. So if I had to run the fridge off of this, it'll be more than enough. It'll be more than enough. So that's what I might be. Hold on, let me flip here. That's what I might be doing. Okay. Now, there have been some people that say, "Oh, but those batteries are not deep cycle." Okay, let me explain something with these particular batteries. Diehard put out these batteries, but these are actually from Advanced Auto Parts. They used to be called CarQuest before. It's the same damn battery. Okay. Now, the thing is, these are heavy duty batteries, and some people say they're not deep cycle. Yes, they are, and they're actually better than deep batteries are, and this is coming straight from the manufacturer. Those batteries in particular, the building process of that battery, okay, is they're made in the exact same fashion as the deep cycle batteries, with the caveat that the lead plates are a lot thicker than your typical lead acid batteries, deep cycle ones from let's say Advanced Auto Parts. Now, there are batteries that are 100% solar batteries. These, regardless of how much I'm hyping them up, the reality is those are deep cycle starter batteries. So they're hybrid, So they're not 100% solar, So for the purists, the solar purists out there, they know what I'm talking about. These are hybrid batteries, and I'm well aware of that. But I wanted to mention that those 8D in particular, yes, they are deep cycle. Okay, and I got this information from the manufacturer itself. And because the ones that I use in my house system, They're also hybrid marine batteries, but they're not heavy duty. So even though they're deep cycle and they are, dual purpose hybrid, um, but those big ones. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you buy one of them 8D batteries, they are deep cycle. That's all I gotta say, man. There's a lot of questions. Anyway, I've had my system for over 5, 6 years already. Um, in spite of people saying, "Oh, those batteries, they're not, the best for solar," they've been giving me great service. I live 100% off grid, full time, and those batteries are working flawless. They get a top, they get a good charge. Every month I check the battery, the water levels. The charging process isn't too high as to overcharge the batteries too quickly. So overall, I feel that my system is pretty balanced. I think the only critique that some people would have is the fact that I have lead acid batteries inside my house. People say, "Oh, but that's dangerous because they can leak hydrogen." Yeah, man, let me tell you, these batteries, as long as they're in a ventilated area, you ain't gonna have any issue with them having them inside. Um, Now, if you have these batteries, you know, um, if you have these batteries and you're overusing them or charging them too fast, and you're not venting them, then you gotta be careful. So, well, anyway, guys, that's pretty much the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's see what can happen. So, take care and God bless Ruben Obed. I'm out of here.